as we go through this process today, be loud, be proud, cheer, celebrate, and let's give Malachi the credit and honor he deserves when he makes his decision, okay? We're so proud for this day. Probably nobody in this building is more proud, besides maybe his mother and father and Michael, than Miss Joy Lusby. So I'm going to turn it over to our principal this time, Miss Lusby.
Welcome, guys. This is a big, exciting day for us. This morning, I was reflecting on what was getting ready to happen later this morning, and all I could tell myself was, this is so much bigger than we realized, because while there's like a pinpoint in Scott County, Kentucky, there's a pin inside that pin at Great Crossing High School. And if we take a string and tie that string to all the places this is reaching right now, this is a nationwide event. There are people watching this live stream all over the nation. And I don't even know if you all realize that right now, that this is being streamed live nationwide. Do you know that? Well, in 2020, a middle school student hit the varsity floor at Great Crossing High School. His name was Malachi Moreno. And at the time, you kind of thought, man, this kid is really big. This is a really big kid, so tall. What's going to happen? What's going to go on? Well, 5 years later, here we are. It's 2024. Our big man is a senior. He's making a big decision, or he's announcing a big decision today. And the thing that I love about this is, man, we all know that he is a fantastic basketball player. We all know that. We've all shared that fun, went to the state tournament last year, got the revenge tour scheduled for this year. It's going to be amazing. But before he leaves this year and he heads on to his next chapter, I have a small message for the coach that's about to receive him. And it's this: I know that you know that you're getting an amazing basketball player. But what I really need you to know is you're getting an amazing human being. I could not be more proud. There's a whole lot of us. There's a whole lot of Warhawks that represent the Warhawk Nation. And I couldn't be prouder for Malachi Moreno to wear Great Crossing across his chest. Not prouder. You all, today, he's getting ready to make a huge announcement. I think we all, in the back of our minds, we're hopeful. I'm going to leave it right there. But I'm also going to say, it's not about us. It's about him. And it's about the decision that fit him the best. And you know what? Win, lose, or draw, no matter what that decision is, we're going to cheer for him. And we're going to love on Malachi Moreno today. This is your day, big guy. This is your day. We love you. We're excited for you. Win, lose, or draw, behind you, no matter what. And I'm going to step up and I'm going to let Steve Page, the boys basketball coach here at Great Crossing High School, take it away.
When I was asked to speak today, obviously it was a huge honor to do it. But, you know, I've coached Malachi since he was in 6th grade, started in Scott County Middle School. Been an honor for the 4 years now at Great Crossing. Looking forward to year 5. You know, when we got him here in Miss Leslie pointed out, his 8th grade year, we got him on the varsity floor. We knew, I knew we had something special. Didn't know, to be honest, didn't know how special at that time. And then as the next couple of years went on, my phone rang and it rang again and it rang again. And every time I answered, there was another college coach asking about Malachi. And you knew then early on kind of where this was gonna, where this was gonna end up for him. I was fortunate enough over the past couple of years to attend some colleges with him. And, they roll the red carpet out for you, the fans. We had one place that when we walked in, they cheered crazy for him. But the one thing I love about Malachi all throughout that process, he stayed level-headed. Didn't worry about anything, knew he stayed focused on the reason that he was getting that attention, and that was the type of person he was and his basketball ability. And speaking of basketball ability, I just want to share a few stats with you guys. So far in his career, he's 1,638 points. If he does what he did last year, he's going to end up around 2,300 for his career. 1,378 rebounds. He's on pace for about 1,800. He had 491 last year. So gives you an idea. Last year's 491 put him in the top 25 in a single season in the history of KHSA in rebounds. Obviously, the record book of Greg Rawson may never be touched on rebounds. Here he had 25 rebounds actually in a game at the Beach Ball Classic against number 10 team in the nation at that time. So, and 24 points, 25 rebounds, heck of a game. Blocks is where, everything he does off the chart, but blocks 461 in his career. To the best of my research yesterday, that puts him sixth currently in the KHSA, all-time record, on pace to finish number 3. So if he does what we expect this year, number 1 and 2 is pretty far up there. He'd have to get 8 or 9 a game. We'd love for him to block 8 or 9 shots a game next year, but probably going to end somewhere around 3rd. To me, this is probably the most amazing stat, though. Hopefully everybody knows what a double-double is. It's when you score double figures of points, rebounds, blocks, whatever it may be. He's played in 105 games the last 3 years and has 62 double-doubles. So 60% of the time. I was trying to figure this out, but I am guessing there's probably another 10 times when he was tapping me on the shoulder when we were up 25, saying, "Coach, I need 2 more rebounds, I need 2 more points, put me back in." And of course, I said no. But and 4 triple doubles. So, and his triple doubles has been points, rebounds, and blocks. So he's had actually 6 games of 10 blocks or more so far in his career. His record is 11. So awards, All-State Journal, All-State Herald Leader the last 2 years, was the 11th Region Player of the Year last year, All-Tournament in Sweet 16, All-Region, All-District, you can go on and on. And then, let's be honest, any voters out there, if he's not the 2025 Mr. Basketball, I'm not sure what you guys will be watching next year. That should be everybody agree with that? Malachi Moreno. And then the other one, we want to see him in the burger game and the McDonald's All-American game. So he's right there. Let's get into that as well. Now those stats I just went out, those are phenomenal. But the one huge thing on the basketball court I love about Malachi, he doesn't care about those stats. Yes, we need him to do those stats to win, but Malachi doesn't care. He just cares about winning, and he does that along with his teammates at a high clip the last 3 years. We're 91-15 the last 3 years, so pretty incredible record. Give you an example. Probably a lot of you were at the region finals when Malachi rebounded, passed to his teammate. Trey made the 3 to send us to the Sweet 16. Malachi could care less who made that shot. He was going to play the Sweet 16 with a lifelong goal. So, now, obviously those stats are mind-boggling. Obviously, the reason he had over 30 Division I offers, the reason he's the number 1 center in the country, the reason he's top 25 in the country. But the things that, Joy touched on them as well, but the other things that I love that are just so as impressive, incredible teammate. always team over himself. I remember one game, end of the game, Ryan Payne a couple years ago made back-to-back three-pointers, and I think the most excited person in the gym was Malachi for Ryan that night. If you watch the League 24 game on ESPNU the other night, or if you watch the All-American stuff that he participated in Orlando, he had teammates he was with for 1 week, and he was the most excited for those teammates for their success during those games. And that stuff you just can't teach. That's just ingrained, and that's something I love about him. Later on and off the court, if you see Malachi around and you see a kid around with a pen, he's going to sign that autograph. He knows that, the kind of role model he is, knows that those kids look up to him. In fact, Coach McCoy's son, Jackson, calls Malachi his best friend, and that's just simply how Malachi treats him and how he interacts with him, after every game. So, Malachi definitely uses his talents for good off of the court. Student of the game. Almost every game, we'll walk out of the gym about 9:15. I get a text about 9:30. Coach, when's the film going to be uploaded? Because he wants to watch and see. He's not watching to see his highlights, see his points he scored. He wants to see areas that he feels like he can improve for the next game. And then true student athlete, 4.0 student. How great is being a 4.0 student? With the offers and the attention, obviously the most highly recruited athlete in the history of this community. But more importantly, he's the type of kid that we love to represent our school. We love to represent our community. As he's traveled the world in his basketball pursuits, to fulfill his dream. And I know whatever college chooses him, he chooses whatever college he announces here today. It's not only getting a highly rated basketball player. I think I saw where 247Sports has him rated as a 4-star basketball player. He's 100% a 5-star human being. I can sit up here all day and go on and on and on, but who's ready for a decision? I'm going to pass it off to Travis Moreno, the National Basketball Recruiting Analyst for 247Sports. He's going to take it from here.
All right, Malachi, no one's host here, but we have very special people up here with us today. Can you introduce everybody?
All right. So I got my mom, Sarah. I got my big brother, Michael. I got my dad, Lewis. Most important people in this decision. So that's why they're over with me.
You also have all these jerseys up here. It's clearly been one heck of a journey. Just what has this experience been like getting to this moment?
It's been truly like a blessing, just having all these opportunities given to me. I wanted to work hard for it, and this is just a testament of what I put through.
We're going to go to Michael here. Michael was a heck of a basketball player, one of the best players at Eastern Kentucky in the history of the program. As he gets ready to step into this next chapter, what kind of advice do you have for him?
All I can say is just continue to keep God first, lean on your family, and when it gets hard, work harder because you're going to be great. And we're all proud of you. Everybody in this building's here for you. They're all proud of you. So the advice I give you is just be your best self and continue to work every day.
So Malachi, you So you're down to 8 schools. You had some official visits scheduled, but you say, you know what? I know where I want to go. What brought you to that moment?
I think it's just a path that God put me on, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, He has His plan for me, and I'm just following.
All right, so before we get to the big announcement, I'm going to give you the time here. Now you have a big speech prepared, so take as much time as you need.
First off, I'd like to thank God for putting me in this position. None of this would be possible without Him. He knew my plan, and He led me in the right direction. As He said in Psalm 24:4-5, or 25:4-5, show me the right path, O Lord. Point out the road for me to follow. Lead me by your truth and teach me. By you are the God who saves me all day long. I put my hope in you. Second, I would like to thank my family for the unconditional support and love throughout this whole process, whether it's my mom coming with me to all my AAU tournaments, my dad taking me to get shots up in the gym, or my brother being the guide every step of the way. None of this would be possible without them. I'd also like to thank all the coaches that invested their time into me. This is just a testament of what you guys were able to do, and I can't thank you enough. Then I would like to thank everyone that has helped me in this announcement process, such as the Hancocks, Ms. Corinna Toy, Mr. and Mrs. Haywood, Travis, and Mr. Joy Lesby. I appreciate all the support. And lastly, I'd like to thank everyone that's watching online and everyone in this gym for coming out and supporting me through these last 5 years of being a Warhawk. You're the main reason I wanted to stay home instead of going to prep school, so I appreciate you all.
Teammates, y'all want to come up here? You ready?
With that being said, I will be taking my talents, please, to the University of Kentucky. I mean, it's like they say, no better place than home.
Got hired in April. What has stood out to you about him and ultimately so you can go play for him?
The main thing is to put God first and just let me know if he can coach me, but he can also make me better than me.
And then being a Georgetown kid, growing up 20 minutes from campus, what does it mean to you to go put on that Wildcat jersey?
It means a lot. You know, growing up in Kentucky, you always want to put on that Kentucky uniform. So just being able to go there and wear Kentucky across my chest means a lot.
All right, I know everybody wants to celebrate for the rest of the day, but last question. We have another in-state star who's narrowing in on a potential decision. What is your message to Jasper Johnson?
You know where home's at, Jeff.
All right, there you have it. Malachi Moreno, a top 25 prospect and a top 3 center in the national class, commits to Kentucky. And obviously, this is huge news for Mark Pope. Pope has talked about the need to get the right players for his Kentucky program. He's going to get, in his words, both the one-and-done Burger Boys and players who are going to stay 3 or 4 years and grow into Kentucky legends. Moreno is important because he fits the brand. He perpetuates the brand of being one of the best players in the country, and yet he also fits Pope's system. If you saw Pope's teams at BYU, you know they were some of the best spaced, some of the best passing teams, and we are likely going to see a much more intricate offensive playbook at Kentucky in the next iteration of this program under Pope. Moreno fits that. He can play in all kinds of different sets. The other thing, he is from the state of Kentucky, so he understands the pride that Pope has talked about to put that jersey on. So this checks a number of boxes for Kentucky, and it's absolutely huge for Mark Pope as he looks to build out the next iteration of this Kentucky program under his leadership. We've got lots more analysis over at 247sports.com. Of course, make sure you share, like, and subscribe here on the 247 Sports channel. You can keep it locked here. We've got all kinds of commitments coming up, and of course, our weekly shows in both basketball and football. 247sports.com and here at the 247 Sports channel. As always, thanks for watching.